What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And yes, I'm sorry, guys. I know the gaps are getting a bit big again, just like how it was back in the beginning of my channel. And I'm gonna be really, I'm working. I got a job. I'm sorry. And I hear you guys. I have had millions of my followers just keep on coming up at me in the streets. They doxed me. They found my house. They keep throwing rocks through the windows. They're saying, Steven, when are you going to upload? My own mom threatened to, like, break my kneecaps. And honestly, like, that was too far. And so, I mean, if you guys want to change that, what I can have you guys do is just think about this. Tell your friends about my channel, have them subscribe, and then the friends of your friends subscribe, and your friends of your friend's grandma subscribes, and then that grandma's poker buddy subscribe. Bit by bit, my subscriber count goes up. I get a little bit of money, and then I quit my job, and then I stay here forever. And I know that's what everybody is. That's the end goal, right? Like, you guys want me around forever? Is that what it was? Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna try to be a little more frequent, but you know, I only got so much time here, but I care for you guys. That's why I squeeze in these videos. I do as best as I can, you know. But no more of my pity party here, guys. I'm making excuses as I usually do, and so today I got a video for you, as you can clearly see because you're watching it. And today's video is a drawing one, and you may have already saw my first one. This is I actually made two already. This will be my third, and this is my art style challenge, where today I'm going to be drawing in 4 different art styles and just having some fun along the way. Maybe we'll make some friends, you know. So no more talking. Let's hop right into it. All right. So first up, we have an absolute classic. Who doesn't know about this show? It is Adventure Time. All right, so right off the bat, I started off with this one because I felt like this one was kind of like an easy warm-up of a drawing, and just because you know the show, it's wacky, it's loopy, and you know what? It's a little bit quirky. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously it is, because they had a chokehold on Hot Topic for a good amount. Actually, still does, but whatever. Anywho, right now, I'm starting off with just like a goofy face. You know Finn, how he used to always make those weird little faces, which I used to think were so funny. And now I'm just trying to get into like what I'm gonna have as an outfit, because Adventure Time also is like a really weird post-apocalyptic outfits. So I was like, what am I gonna wear? First off, that shoe's too big. Let me fix that real quick. There you go. I started putting like little cuffs, just like Finn does, but then I thought of something. I was like, what if I wore a cape? Why? Is because I thought to myself, I thought it'd be cool if I made myself a wizard, because I think the wizard characters of Adventure Time are the most interesting. And also the episode, like the early episode where Finn and Jake were training to become a wizard, funniest thing when I was a kid. It made me cry laughing. I thought that was so funny. So I was like, you know what if I made myself a wizard character? So as you can see, I gave myself like a scarf-esque cape, and then I add a interesting design onto my shirt, because character design in Adventure Time isn't complex, right? We all like, but they're complex but original. They're not complex, but they're original at the same time. They have their own style, and so that's what that's what the point of this whole video is doing your own style, you know. So right now I'm just doing my thick outline. I have the smoothing up to 100 because some may think smoothing is cheating. I call it evolving. So I got that little cape in, and I go in to make the details more, dare I say, detailed. Outlining my weird, like, chomper teeth that they always draw. And then I noticed this, I wanted to fix the hands because the sketch gave myself some weird, like, stringy fingers, whereas in all honesty, Adventure Time hands are very stubby. There's not like too much length to them, so then that's why I fixed that in the outline. All right, and now I speed up the video a bit more just to get into the coloring. coloring my shoes black, but then I didn't want them too black, so I ended up changing the black to like a light gray so that you can still see the outline that where, you know, it's obviously around the drawing. Give myself a nice like mauve-esque purple shirt. I have a shirt that's just like this, and that's like one of my favorite shirts, so now I color the mouth. And now I colored my tongue blue just because, like, let me give myself something original, right? And I thought, what if the funny thing to me would be like, maybe I'm celebrating right now because I did my first wizarding spell and I turned my tongue blue. Because, I don't know, man. That's pretty awesome, right? Who doesn't want a blue tongue? Anyway, that is my Adventure Time character. All right, next up we have The Simpsons. They should hire me. Alrighty, so this one was a little bit interesting, right? Because for anyone who's seen The Simpsons, you see that when they get like a celebrity, right, or somebody they're doing a kind of like a Simpsons caricature of, the person it looks like a weird hybrid between original Simpsons character and their real self. I don't really know how to explain it, but really it's just like they look a little bit more detailed than what the regular original characters look like. You get what I'm saying? So, and when you like go on like Instagram or something like that, you see someone do a caricature of a celebrity, or someone pays like for a commission to look like a Simpsons character, they also look like that. They look like they're a caricature version of a Simpsons character. Trust me, if you look up the difference between a caricature Simpson and a regular Simpsons character, there's a bit of a difference. But in this one, what I wanted to do was I wanted to draw myself as if I was just a regular Simpsons character. You know what I mean? What is that? So, in this one, I'm kind of drawing myself as, like, if you saw myself walking in an episode, you would think that's a normal character. Whereas I feel like, again, like if you saw, say, Matt Damon on The Simpsons, he would look like Matt Damon as a Simpson. God, I sound crazy. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. So I'm drawing in my shirt. I gave myself my beautiful favorite color, orange shirt. I'm getting myself some cream-colored off-white shoes, and now I'm going to color my skin color. And, you know, obviously in The Simpsons, you are either yellow or you are brown, and I think it is safe to assume that I fall in the brown category. Now I draw in my jeans, and then after I do this, I get into the light shading, because The Simpsons isn't really like big on like dramatic shading, but sometimes they have like a thin layer of shade. So I kind of go over some lighting, some shades, and after I do that, you got yourself a little Simpsons, you know what I mean? So there you have it. That is me in The Simpsons art style. Alrighty now, next up we have Danny Phantom. Now this show used to go crazy for me. Who didn't though? I feel like Danny Phantom has such a widely accepted and like positive review. People love this show. So I debated between should I do a Danny Phantom or a Fairly Odd Parents art style. And the thing is, they're like close. They're kind of similar in styles. I mean, of course, because they're both made by Butch Hartman. But I think that Danny Phantoms are just a little bit better for me. And it's a little bit more stylized. I guess, you know, my body could be taller, whereas I feel like if I drew Fairly Odd Parents, I'd be like a short little like fairy stout. You know what I mean? I wanted to give myself a full body pose. Something cool to look at. You know what I mean? So you see I'm struggling right now with the fist, because honestly I give it to Butch in the art department, because I really like the style where it's very hard to mimic. Like, it's not hard to mimic, but it's its own, you know? And the way they draw their fists are so interesting. I feel like you don't see that anywhere else except for in these Butch Hartman cartoons, you know? So I'm getting my action pose down. Gotta get the foot just right. And then once I got the sketch down, I'm gonna start doing like little details on my shirt and my pants. And now I am gonna get into the outline. Now the outlining I'm very happy with, because what you notice from the art style is that all the black lines on the outside are much more thicker than the ones on the inside, because in some cartoons they keep a very consistent art line between the outline and the inside of the drawing, whereas this one, it's very distinctively thicker. Another example I would say is season 1 of Attack on Titan. They have a very thick black outline, whereas the inside, they're much more thinner, you know? Obviously, even that one is much more drastic. I feel like it's much more noticeable than in here in Danny Phantom, but I think honestly, like, outlines matter how you decide to depict it, you know? I think it really can make or break a cartoon. So I just put a simple basic design, just like how Danny has his little oval. I put a little triangle, Illuminati confirmed. And now let's get into the coloring. Now you see I put a little distinction between where the shining is, because obviously if you look at a Danny Phantom photo, you can see that there's like a very bright light that usually like highlights, like a ghostly highlight on Danny Fenton. So I wanted to make sure I added that as well. Like I said, I use a much more higher, like, contrasted brown that like pops out more. I have the circles, the little swirls in my ears, and I decided to give myself little khakis with blue accents on my shirt design and my shoes. Colored my eyes, and now I'm going to go over the highlights, which are again kind of like a ghostly blue. And I feel like once you add that, that's what really kind of makes it feel like a Danny Phantom cartoon, because the Fairly Odd Parents didn't have, like, it's interesting how they're both the same art style, but there's still those like little differences that make them, you know? So this is what really makes it a Danny Phantom cartoon, you know? So once you do that, you got it. That's the cartoon. Wait, hold on. You think I forgot? You think I wouldn't go ghost? Yes, that's the Danny Phantom style, baby. Give myself some white hair, put my Just Even logo on there, orange eyes, there you have it. The Danny Phantom look. Please, me forgetting, come on now. Alrighty, and last but absolutely not least, we have a cartoon that's not really a cartoon. I'm sure you guys have seen the animated music videos, but what you definitely have is heard their music. Come on, like, so what I'm doing is the art style of the Gorillaz. So all of their band members are all animated, so I was like, you know what, they have a very distinctive art style. Let's do that, because I love their music. And I also just think the animation itself, that's what makes the music video so interesting. I love seeing the characters. And also, guys, you know there's like a lore, like a backstory to these things? Because like, one time I took like an hour and I read the whole Wikipedia thing. It's kind of weird. Like, it kind of goes into like some weird dimensional stuff that I'm like, I did not know it was that deep. But when you get the chance, go look up Gorillaz lore. But anyway, back to the drawing here. So for this one, I'm kind of styling myself after Russell. I mean, obviously 2D as well has the eyes, but I just really like Russell's character design the most. I wanted to put myself in a robe. There's also a drawing of Russell in a robe that I saw that and I was like, I want a robe now because I like Russell so much. So you see him. And you know, I wanted to throw in an art style that had a very complicated, like very detailed oriented, because all the other 3 I did before are very simple. Each one of those drawings I did before literally only took me 30 minutes. This drawing took me an hour and a half. And clearly, as you see, most of that went into picking a right mouth, because I don't know, man, I'm picky. And they have such a like detailed mouth that, you know, you could just, if you look at just the mouth, you know it's from a Gorillaz music video. But I finally settled on one. Then I went on to getting a couple details in. Gotta make sure I add the robe belt thing and some of the wrinkles. But, you know, no more detail in the sketch. Let's get into the outline. Now, their outline's not too crazy thick. They have much more thinner, finer strokes, along with some of the very fine and thin detailing bits that I'm going to get into later. But out of all of these drawings, I would definitely say this one was not only the most fun to do, but also my favorite in general, like the favorite outcome. Also, look at that mug design. I came up with that one on the fly. I'm gonna sell that. So if anyone steals that, I will send my mother to break your kneecaps. And that's a promise, okay? Anywho. Just getting some of those nice details in. I decided to give myself nice little fuzzy slippers. I've never actually owned fuzzy slippers like this, but I kind of want some. So if you guys want to send some to my door, since I've already been doxxed anyway, send me some slippers. All right, and so this is what I was talking about when it came to like the skin color of like different contrasts, because this one, as you can see, compared to like the Adventure Time one and Danny Phantom and whatnot, those are much more vibrant browns, whereas this one, I gave myself a duller look, because obviously like the universe of the Gorillaz, it's a very dull kind of grayish look to it. Kind of like if you look at my Rick and Morty drawing I did before, that one had a grayer skin tone as well. So that's what I wanted to go for in this drawing. I'll give myself a nice teal robe. Give some darker teal accents. And a good darker pair of pants. Beautiful pink slippers. Now I'm going back in this design. Look at this, guys. Is this actually the star of the show here? Let me know if you guys want a broken heart egg mug, and I'll charge $50 for it, okay? All right, adding some nice striped pajamas. And now, as I was saying before, the very fine wrinkles and thin, like little details that make the Gorillaz, you know? This is what definitely I feel like separates all the other past 3 drawings and this one, because I'm adding a much more dramatic shading and lighting to this drawing. Alrighty. A couple of shines here and there, and an overall shadowy layer. And of course, a little bit of steam to finish off my Gorillaz drawing. Like I said, that was definitely one of my favorites that I've done. Alright. There you have it, guys. My 3rd art style challenge. So let me know, guys, if there's any other art styles that you want to see. I've been making a list of some of the more popular ones, or if you want me to go back and do a Fairly Odd Parents one, I could definitely do that one as well. But in the meantime, guys, please be patient. I will be back with another video. Also, if there's like a certain category that you guys might want to see more of, if you guys like my drawing videos, if you want me to see like a higher better. Higher volume. There it is. A higher volume of drawing videos, or maybe you want more skits. If you guys want more of like skits, story times, or reviews or something like that, let me know. I'm very much down to just, pump out a little bit more of those. If that's what the guys are loving, I will gladly adhere to it. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day and enjoy your Valentine's Day. I know it just passed, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And also, it is a Black History Month, so now you guys definitely have to make sure you get my subscriber count up, or else you guys are racist. That is just how it works. Sorry. Anyway, guys, I will see you all later.